Generic greetings and welcome back to Humankind. Today's beverage is a nice relaxing cup of chamomile tea, and hopefully the relaxation will continue in this video and this series, because in the previous video we started the game basically and founded our empire. We chose the Babylonians for our first era and have managed to establish one city with one connected region, and then we also have two other regions here which have outposts, and will hopefully become, well, outposts in 3 turns for both of them, and then we might have enough to make one a city, so we'll have basically a nice start. We have the Olmecs on the top left here, and then a unknown blue empire as well. Now, I'm a bit worried because if we look, there's fairly decent tracts of land up the top, but very good down the bottom here with lots of resources like mercury and copper and salt and incense, etc. down the bottom, and horses. So we are most likely going to expand probably more south. However, I'm not opposed to grabbing things like this territory here if need be and basically building along. Will obviously put us into border conflict with this guy, but it's inevitable anyway, so we just hope that we have the resources and the security in order to stop them. The main thing is, the Olmecs. The Olmecs. Is there a way to see? I wish there was a way to see what you can pick from. Can I go to Neolithic? No, I can select Ancient. But I can't show the current cultures. Can I show the current cultures if I'm previous? No, I wanted to see what the other culture options were, because I want to know what type of culture the Olmecs are. Let's have a quick look then in the Humankind Encyclopedia. Olmec. I assume the aesthetic, is it called? Aesthete or whatever. That one. The one that's all about, yeah. It's about influence and appreciating art and such. So they're actually not necessarily an aggressive. They're not a militarist, which is the one I was mainly worried about. Anyway, let us end the turn. We're on turn 28. Hopefully get to turn... Well, actually, you know what? I was going to say let's hopefully get to turn XYZ, but it really doesn't matter. The game has this weird thing that you can often go through the game very quickly because of, well, just how it is. You often can just end turn, it's very slick, and you end up 20, 30, 40 turns on in almost no time. We have just researched the wheel, which means that we will have little roads. Now you can see a little road that goes along there and between our little settlements, so that's pretty good. We are going to research... don't think irrigation is, or fishing is required. Hydrology, standing army, organised warfare. That's good because you can add your armies together. Writing increases, well, you get market quarters and such. You know what? I think I will go for irrigation because that gives us food irrigation, increased foods on river, and we have got some river here as well, and also up the top. Actually, no rivers at all, so that's pretty useless. But public fountain, increased stability, and yeah, I find stability is a thing that you do need. Let's go for more news at 11, I guess. Anyway, just put them on auto explore here. We're just letting them run around, find things. These are our, I wouldn't say armies, they are just, you know, guys wandering around here, just getting curiosities. This city is now complete, but we do have Empire Foundation. So by what right do we rule? So this is where we get these civics here. So this is, I mentioned about our society and civics. So we've got these sliders that go between collectivism and individualism, and I covered that in the latter part of the episode, previous episode. But what I didn't really touch on is your settled status, which is overall like approval, so 97%, and stability, but your civics. So we've got different civics here, and these are concepts essentially, so you may not get all of them in the game if you've not been exposed to certain concepts. They're split into civics related to public spending and investment, warfare, civil issues, ministry and politics, the day-to-day life of the empire, cultural exploits and art, as well as some religion, I think. Yeah, beliefs. So we've got founding myths and legitimacy. So, legitimacy, you can say, what style of laws does our empire use? Customary laws or codified laws? So, customary is historical precedent and tradition serve as the basis for our judgment, and they give you a slider to either tradition or to progress in this sense, for both of these. Costs us 20 to do it, minus 50% on create outpost cost. That's brilliant if you're going to expand quickly, which we probably are. And the codified laws will be debated, classified, and codified for perpetuity. And that is 20% attached outpost cost and absorb city cost. So that's pretty good as well. Founding myths, similar thing. We've got natural right. We claim inherent domination over, dominion over the land and beasts, or domain, man-made. Our supremacy is ordained, for we are the chosen ones. Increase faith on territory. We haven't even founded a religion yet, so that's a bit pointless. I have 121 influence, and I need at least 160 to get one to a city, so I'm not going to actually choose any of those. I don't think it is worth it for me. I am, however, going to probably place one of these astronomy houses. The class as, I mean, if I place it, no, I can't place it there because you only place one in each region, I believe. Is that right? Only builds one per territory. Yeah, you can. But if I place this here, this district of food, I will get extra food and extra science, because this counts as a farmer's quarter and a research quarter. And food per researchers, science for researchers, and +3 science for every adjacent farmer's quarter. So placing a farmer's quarters there will help us. It'll give us 4 food and 3 science. However, if I place this over here, we're going to get, well, according to that, hang on, is that right? We're going to get 6 food only if I place it there. So that's actually not ideal, but the ones after that might help us out. We've got other things like forges and such, but I don't have the exploited resources yet. We could build a maker's quarter, which, oh, actually going there would be very good. And lots of exploitation, lots of good stuff. +11 there. What are we short of, actually? We are on, actually doesn't tell us there, does it? From here we're on 66 industry, so actually industry is good. It's just food we're short of. I'm going to go there, end the turn. And then we're on population gain, which is good. We've got some neutral enemies wandering around. Curiosities are being collected. A new grievance is available. Okay, greetings, so Sovereign. It looks like the Olmecs have claimed this territory. So what do we do about that? Well, there's a couple of things we could do. We could go over with one of our guys here, the hunting party, and burn it to the ground. You can do that with ransack, as long as it's not connected. At the moment, it's only an outpost, so I'm not worried about that. The other option is to well, you've got a grievance now, so I can talk to them and say grievances on the crises. So I can say, look, I demand you give me that, and you can demand that, and I'll do it to show you. And they're basically saying, look, I demand that you pay me this, and if they accept that, we get it. If they refuse, war support goes up. So I can already tell that we're going to have potentially some issues there. I'm going to go for horse exploitation. That sounds really dodgy, but I'm going to exploit the horse tile. And then convert that to a city. So we now have a city over here, and I think we'll go straight away for, I like influence on main plaza, but a lot of people said that you should probably go for granary because it's additional food on farmers. That's not a bad choice, but in this case 23 turns. I read that backwards. I often do that. Yeah, we're going to go for the pottery workshop, and we could buy it out. Actually, how much would it be for if we got rid of that and put one of those in? 500. No, I think we will go for that and build a pottery workshop straight away. And then we'll go for most likely one of those. Yeah, not going to be ideal, but yeah, okay, end the turn. So 3 turns until that is done. So what are my options? Well, I'm probably going to let them crack on with that. I'm not really going to stop them, but ideally I do want this. So this is marble here, and in order to get what's classed as a wondrous effect, you have to exploit at least half of it. So 2, we already control 1, so controlling this territory here would give us another one. They would be also be able to exploit it. I don't think I want to contest this region, quite frankly. I do, however, want to contest this region, so I'm going to bring back one of our units, and we'll see how we get on there. Over here, I can exploit that, and doing this helps us out while I'm exploiting that, and that is era stars unlocked. You see, I'm getting these stars by just playing the game. And I've exploited that marble, and marble gives us extra on all cities. All cities is +1 industry per worker and +4 stability, so that's worked out very well for us. Sadly, can't connect this up and can't attach it yet, but there you are. Over to our main city. We can buy out the farmer's quarter in one go if we so desired. I am not... And I don't think I want to do that. We're going to go with masonry here. And that'll give us forced labour. Yep. Allows population to be consumed in order to complete constructions instantly. I think it's a very respectable nod to a certain... to a certain parts of... Well, basically slavery is what I'm trying to skate around the issue on. Yeah, the sort of acknowledge it in that you can just spend people to build things. So they didn't shy away from the subject, but they did somewhat alter it. In terms of naming, we are getting attacked down the bottom here by look to be just some random people, and that's not ideal. We haven't got to those yet. There are neutral opponents that will pop up, and almost certainly this will be populated by those. There you go. There you go, look. There's some mercenaries wandering around, but they are passive, so that's fine. But they will eventually settle, so we have to, well, be aware of that. Our main city here is currently doing nothing. I'm going to start to produce archers. I honestly think just having some army, if some force, if it will be worthy. I'm going to attach that to there, and that should hopefully help us out. And we've got another fight, and it's once again this aggressor here, which is a chariot and archers. And I sadly cannot retreat. I'll instant resolution it and be defeated. There's no point in wasting your time over trying to fight that one. I am also going to... How many turns until they're over here? 4 turns. Okay, well, I do want to get settled as best I can. Let me bring that guy back. End the turn, because I want to get at least that area captured. By the way, it doesn't mean they can't walk through me, because... Well, it doesn't mean they can't walk through me. But what it does mean... Let me just get that. What it does mean is that if we connect it all up, as long as we don't have open borders, they can walk through me. Now, militarist empires, I think, can do that. They just don't care. They will happily wander through your territory. They take no notice of what you desire. One more turn until the boars are done. We'll just end the turn there. There's the archers. Masonry is now researched, which is good. Olmec's attitude has changed. We'll have a quick look at that, and we can see that they are suspicious. But my war support has gone right up. If I withdraw my demands, by the way, it grants me extra war support. And, darn it, so we've got 2 mercenary archers coming. So, yep, I definitely need to get an army going. I'm going to move these guys back. There's no point in walking towards units of archers. They will just take my guys out. I am probably... More archers, maybe? Some warriors as well would be good. I'm going to build another unit of archers. And I'm going to just put those on hold tight for now. We have division by 0. 0 is a concept of incredible power. Philosopher from the intellectual quarter of Sapa has convinced you and the rest of the court that an astounding demonstration of where its utility became clear. Large numbers could now be easily handled, and calculations would become much simpler to reckon. Vital aspects in everything from managing vast projects to undertaking simple transactions. We could revolutionise trade, but with empires people understand it. So, a trial is needed. Who will be the first subjects to prove its true value? Scribes, production will be increased, money lenders, or tithe collectors. So we either get extra industry on cities, extra money on cities, or extra food. I am going to go with scribes because I do want that industry to try and build some of these things. Speaking of building, I am going to buy out that astronomy house for basically an immediate effect. And I'm going to go straight for, I think, animal barns is good because it gives you extra food per horses. And we do have some horses, plus 5 food, and extra farmers' quarters. This one is plus 2 food for farmers. So that would only be at this stage 2, but that one will be 5 and it costs the same amount of time. That is fine. We're going to set up, I think writing, actually. I'm going to skip over fishing for now. Doesn't really seem to be a big thing for me. And I have 2 units of archers that I really want to meet up with these units. So let's bring these together. Luckily, these guys are wandering off away from me, which is always good. So I'm going to bring... Oh, look at this. This guy's coming down. Oh, good grief. So we are getting assaulted on all sides here. Another unit of archers would be very, very nice, but it's only going to take a turn to do it, so I think I'll crack on with that. This guy isn't attacking me, I don't think, because I was going to say walls, but no, I've got no fortifications whatsoever. I think fortifications would genuinely be useful after this turn, so we'll end that turn. There's 3 units of archers, which yeah, he's shying away from that now. Yeah, I thought that may be the case. But again, I'm not making any progress when it comes to cities and such, so I'm a bit concerned about that one. I am of the opinion that warriors would be beneficial. Obviously, this is using population as well, but I'm going to buy out those warriors. So I've went right low on my population, but hopefully it means that anything that I get, I can deal with relatively easily. Now, I am going to avoid as much as I can these guys because these are neutral. They are not aggressive at all. So peaceful armies, this peaceful independence people will not attack you first. And see what I mentioned about these claiming stuff? They've claimed that territory. So we need to get down into here quickly as best we can. Over here then, we're going to go for animal pens in the turn, get more food. There's another era star unlocked. This is for getting money this time. And our religion. Let's minimise that for now, because I want to spend time building over here. It recommends up the top there. That is fine with me. So, what's going on here? Oh, yes. I would win that, according to this one. But I don't know what losses I would take. So, a game of prophecy. With the Empire thriving, a new game hailing from foreign lands beguiles the population. Everywhere you go, the distinctive game board and pieces catch your eye. Ah, yes, Magic the Gathering. We're going to be skint in about 2 turns now. All these random blind buys. You play the game under the instruction of your peace court, but the event has a sting in the tail. The game is reckoned to be a form of divination as well as entertainment. Grass could be heard from the game's prophecy became clear. You are fated to lose everything. What will you do? Silence. Costs us 80. Overlook. Defined. Let the people gossip. The prophecy will soon prove to be false. That reduces our stability. Or heed, which is superstitious, which is reduction in science. I think we're fine on stability. We're trending to 100. I think we can reasonably say overlook that one, and we will still trend to 100 by the look of it. Yeah, that's fine. So religion. So pick the base of your people's beliefs. So polytheism or shamanism. This is +5 faith per number of attached territories, or shamanism +1 faith per population. I really don't know, and this is something that I have little interest in. Well, in general. B, in the game, it's not that fleshed out, and I don't think it's explained very well. So, I mean, flip a coin, you know. Attached territories. I'm probably going to have a few attached territories, so we're going to go with that one. Why not? Yeah, we get an obelisk. The other one's like a circle, so, you know, yay. Anyway, let's have a fight. I'm going to attack these guys and do a manual battle. So, as you can see, they're all lining up there, and we will end the deployment, and we do actually attack first, which is good. So, I am just going to, well, if I fire into there, they have forest, so only visible adjacent units, increases combat strength against range attacks. So naturally, I want to yeet as much as I can into this guy here, because they're the ones that are going to take the most damage. Although, that is actually not true at all. As you can see, it's not working out too well. I've killed absolutely nothing. And I really don't want to move those guys down, but I'm going to have to. So, it didn't kill a unit. In fact, I took more damage than him after one attack, and that was a counterattack. So I'm going to lose this unit. That's not a good start at all. Yeah. Chariots are really powerful. I need to take out a chariot, but the problem is he's in the forest. He has to go down. He has to go down. And he's not going down. I am going to move to there. Oh, can I move and fire with archers? Should be able to. That should kill him. Fire. Didn't kill it. It said 8 and it did 7. Why do we get another turn? Don't question it. Just accept it. Fire. Just keep firing. We have the height advantage. But he's going to attack after this. No, he's not. He's falling back. Okay. There's the end of that turn. Right. End of turn. Auto move. We will continue the fight. So we've won this, by the look of it. And only lost a unit. It's a unit I didn't want to lose. I mean, that's a fairly obvious statement. But what I'm trying to say... Oh, look, he's just standing at the flag. What I'm trying to say is that... Yes, losing the unit is a thing. But I just didn't want this fight in general. That guy... Look at that. They're already expanding. So we're going to have to be quite aggressive, potentially. But we've won that fight. This is good. And we have gained experience. So you can level up these guys. This one is now being claimed. 2 turns until it's sorted. Because this one is aggressive, I'm going to keep my units sitting there. And... end turn. I'm going to move these over to food production. And... you can sit there. You guys can... Do I want to move away? No, I want to start capturing more territory is what I want to try and do. Follow me. That's the objective. Keep capturing territory. Potentially here's the best option. Very much recommends over here. So that will be 1125. That would be 18... 1824. No. Yeah, 24. So 25 or 24. So up here is better, right? Over there. Let's get it done. And we'll get that one as well. So we'll have 3 attached territories to each one. This city is currently doing nothing. I'm going to... Astronomy House. See, this is all extra science for researchers. I'm not doing any research. That's the thing. I haven't got the food. Do I want to place a farmer's quarter there? Yes, I do, because those complement each other. So let's do that. Over here, same thing, farmer's quarter. Yes, increasing that. All of this could be mistakes, and by all means...
leap forward from mundane tallies of crops. Now, things that one generation learned can be passed to the next, via something more reliable than campfire stories.
Yeah, by all means, if I'm making massive mistakes, I would like to hear them in a constructive manner. You understand it? Oh, dearie me. Okay, so I'm getting attacked over here. I knew something like that would probably happen. We're going to have to go for organised warfare, I think. I think that's what's going on here. That's been settled and we'll come back up. So, yeah, we are being attacked by this guy, and they have 2 units of archers. Manual battle. End deployment. They'll get first turn. They're standing in water, which is good for me on the attack. But they're going to attack first. I am defending and higher up, so that should give me some advantage. But it says both sides are evenly matched. If we can gang up on one, it may work in our favour. Which one do I want to gang up on? This one. I don't know why, but it's happening. Can I attack down the bottom? I cannot. Obviously they're going to pepper. Hopefully they can't shoot that one. They can actually shoot that one. So they're going to die. Yeah, we're not going to be able to win this one. They're just outmaneuvering us. Oh, and then manoeuvred right back. So I have to stand there if I want to do any damage, which means I'm standing in a river. I don't think I could reasonably just stand up there and take the hits, because the game continuously goes on. You know, that's not the... That's just what happens. Yeah. Didn't wipe them out. We're going to have 1 health left or something, I think. Oh no, I did wipe them out. I mean, I'm still going to get wiped out myself, but at least they're 1 unit less. There's the end of that. Okay. Yeah, AI being very aggressive. When I say AI, it's not... Yeah, there's that fight over with. So I've lost some units. Alright. We understood that this was probably going to happen. Over here, then, I can build 1, 2 artisan quarters on this, which is salt. Increases food on all cities. And then attach that. This one, haven't yet been able to build. I was going to attach it, but quite frankly, they're just going to siege it anyway, so I'm just going to come along and try to deal with it. Blades of the Empire, it's a new civic. We'll worry about that later on. Farmers' quarters are building there. Farmers' quarters are building there. Not much else to do. Let's just start on move stuff. And we are absolutely smashing through these stars. How are we doing for score? We're doing very well for score. Oh, it looks like they're attacking me. Manual battle. End deployment. That seems to be a reasonable deployment. And this is my 3 archers versus their 1 unit of archer. So they're attacking the one that's further down, which is totally understandable. I think I want to, with this one, attack you close range. With this one, attack you at a long range. And with those guys, I want to move... Is down better? No line of sight. If I was there, I think the negatives of being in the river are worse. I mean, there's no doubt that we've won the fight. It's just at what cost? And it looks like the cost is actually very little. A bit of damage. And let's just keep fighting. And there we go. So we have defeated that. We will sit up here. And we will regroup. So station the army at the help position until units are fully healed. So we will do that. And I'm going to build there to get ourselves some copper. We can also do the same thing for an artisan quarter as well. Although we do need the influence. There's more era stars unlocked. We're getting close to the next era. This guy's neutral. He's wandering through. He could settle anywhere he wanted to, and he probably will. Over here. Just going to tell them to run up to there, to Kang. And I will tell them to rest. It's going to cost 38 to exploit what? Exploit marble. Over here, it would cost 180 to attach it. So I'm going to exploit it first, I think. We do, however, have a human engine. The Empire has made impressive strides in becoming the building powerhouse of the Navy, envy of the world. Here we have a readable stream of workers who will work tirelessly. There you go, a new civic of slaves, and we can choose to do something about that. And, you know, outlaw it or whatever. Actually, I don't think you can outlaw it, which is curious. Yeah, you can say criminal slaves or war slaves. I'm guessing later on you can maybe outlaw them, all of them. I don't really know. In this city, we are currently doing nothing. I will research. Irrigation would give us 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 food. Extra food on river. That is worth it. Ah, but look, stability is going down, so we will have to eventually do public fountain.
With 5 farmers' quarters, the people certainly have enough bread.
They do.
Will 5 circuses be built next?
You know what I'm tempted to do? Get that guy destroyed. He's only got 1 unit there that I can see. Ah, there you go. There's some other units that have just randomly wandered forward. 51 to 38. I could fight them. Mysteries of the thriving crop in the breadbasket of the city. Sapar. The local priests with knowledge of the calendar have gained much influence via their ceremonial duties which dictate the sowing, planting, harvesting of crops. Right, okay, so apparently we've discovered seasons, I think. So we can either hail them, which is 80 and bountiful on Babylon. Humour, we gain bountiful and defiant, or purge, bountiful and that, hail. Yeah, thank you. There's 84, lots of more food. Good. This is fine. And I am going to fight this. And I will manually fight it. I'm going to head up there because I don't want to stand on the river. I think that is worthy in deployment. So, yeah. Just start yeeting. Bones mend, full send. Actually, bones don't mend if I kill them here, but I won't kill them. They're defending, but they're going to charge down to there. Charge over here. Ah! Ah! Other noises of displeasure are available. Oh, that was pretty good. Okay, right. So, can we get these killed? No. Yes. One down. Another one down. And not down, but I will win, but again I'm going to lose a unit. So I'm bleeding units. And at this stage I didn't want to spend my time. Yeah, there he goes, taking all them out. I didn't want to spend my time on taking out all this stuff. And oh, hang on. Is that what I think it is? New era star available. Wow. We can go to the next era. I could get extra stars if I waited. Expansionist if I attach one more. And technologies. Current value is 9. Oh, we're definitely ending the turn. Because that one's going to immediately tick over. Which is now done. There's another star. More fame. Again, the way you win is by more fame and not being wiped out. We're going to go for fishing because it's 2 turns to get it done. And leads on to other things. You don't want to get yourself too behind. And in here, we're buying up food irrigation.
The power of water itself in order to feed your people. That should make you popular.
We can get some of our emblematic units. Do I really want to get some, even though we're going to go to the next era soon? No. Do I want Archer? Hell yeah. And we'll get a Forge. These units are just going to... I was going to go into attack that, but quite frankly, I don't know. I can't really deal with more of those attacks. How much is it to attach? Were those units going down there? Yeah, the peaceful ones, though. We're fine with that. We'll get that. Bring those units up. Sit them around. Nearly on turn 50. By the way, you can have a chat with these guys as well, which we haven't done. So we can have a little chat. And you can give them influence or money to slowly increase your patronage. Once you get to the full one, you can start the assimilation. So these being friendly is actually very good for us. No research currently. We've got sailing, philosophy, hydrology. Fortifications. Fortifications. I think. Station those there. And how much is it going to cost to do that? 180. A couple more turns. These are all neutral armies, which is fine. You know what? I'm going to risk it. I'm going to send one unit down to start to think about maybe settling over there. But I need this frontline stuff. Keepers of the Old Creed. An unexpected rivalry has erupted between two temples in Babylon, each representing a different sect of Babylonians and polytheism. One temple argues the religious matter should be left in the hands of dispassionate men, while other concedes that only women with their capacity for nurturing of life process the necessary understanding of these affairs. These two quarrels must stop before inhabitants start fighting with each other. Who should you have as your religious leaders? Men, women, or all? All. And very aware that this guy's second. If he gets one more star, he can move over to the next thing. But it doesn't matter because I've just got what I needed. So there's the extra era star. That's what I wanted. So I've attached all those. We've got good fame. Excellent. Right. Sorry to do it to you, but we're going to leave it there. Next episode, we will be selecting our other empire, our next culture. So we can stay as Babylonians if we wanted to. I was going to say Babylons. That's wrong. Which makes us Babylon 2. Can we get to Era 5? No, it's not about the meme. We've got Greeks, Carthaginians, Celts, Goths, Huns, Mayans, nice, Romans, etc. We'll go through them next episode and discuss, well, sort of have a little check-up, see what we can get, and go from there. So far then, I know that I'm top with 1,122 fame. The next highest is green on 616. Don't know where they are. The third is blue, which we know is up the top left there, up the northwest, 521. And then basically the main one is, sadly, the Olmecs, which are on the bottom of the chart. They are the chalk of this list with 204. So that, mainly, this is my main problem. Neutral armies. Next episode we'll capture that. And we'll think about moving down. This guy will end up absorbing probably, but then we'll be over city limit. That's a discussion for another time. Next episode we'll pick our culture and see how we go. Either way, I hope you have enjoyed this episode and the series for what it is thus far. Comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care and generic partings.